One Moment is a film that will tug at your heart in so many ways. It explores what it's like for adult children who have to take care of their aging parents, and it's also the late, great Danny Aiello's last on-screen performance. Here's a look.
There you are. Come on, I gotta call him back and let them know that you're sick.
Oh,
The police.
Dad belongs in assisted living. It's too much to handle.
He doesn't want it. We can't afford it.
What about a daytime companion aid?
Good idea. We had 5. Here I am, a mother to my daughter and my father. Do I hide from life? This is about me.
Well, our next guest must consider herself pretty lucky because she got to star alongside the legendary Mr. Aiello. So let's give a massive Monday morning welcome to this talented actress who's also a writer, a director, a filmmaker, and acting coach, Miss Adria Tennor.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're used to
Thank you so much.
that kind of intro. That's how the intro you wherever you go. You get on a flight,
Thank you. I love
Miss
it.
Adria Tennor. You get to the supermarket, Miss Adria Tennor. But this is one of those things I would like to describe as bittersweet because you got to work with the Danny Aiello for his final on-screen performance, and I got to see the movie like I told you. You could sense the bond you two had because you play his daughter in the movie, and look, we see some of the pictures as well. So what was that like for you? Was this your first time working with him, and what did you enjoy the most about his company and the lessons you learned, whether or not it was direct or indirect?
It was the first time I'd ever got to work with Danny, and he was just a beautiful human being. He was so kind, so supportive. He had no ego. He really, I think, really enjoyed being around a lot of young people. There were a lot of young people on set, and he was just as nervous as we were, which was really sweet, and I think made us all feel a little less on pins and also working with him. Just super humble and really also wanted to honor our director, Deirdre O'Connor's beautiful story. He really wanted it to be the way she wanted it. He wanted to make sure every take was the way she wanted it. So that was just nice for me to see as I am also a female director. And to have an older man be, deferential is just really, really lovely to be supported that way.
All right, so Adria, in One Moment, he plays Joe McGinnis, and you play one of his daughters, Caroline. If someone asked me to describe this movie, I would say it gives us the harsh realities of life served up with a side of laughs, because one moment I'm crying, the other I'm cracking up. It is, so how would you describe it if someone said, was I close to describing it?
I think you did it beautifully, OG. I think that's like exactly what it is. It's a really, I call it a heartbreaking comedy because there is so much humor in this movie that it's a really nice offset to such a serious, somber issue. But Deirdre was telling us, this is really how things are. That's how it kind of plays out, and you have to find the love and the humor as you go along this difficult path with your aging parents. So I think she's done a gorgeous job with this movie, and I think it really is very relatable.
Yep.
A lot of my friends have said, "Oh, this is me. This is me." I felt very seen.
Yeah, and I like that you keep mentioning Miss Deirdre, who wrote and directed this movie, as someone who has a ton of accomplishments under her belt. You is who I'm talking about because you've directed, you've written, we talked about it earlier, you coach, Mad Men, Mad Dogs, The Artist, Bad Moms, Fetish. Those are just some of the projects you're known for. And to even talk about how incredible you are, I hear playing a 12-year-old boy is also on your resume from back in the day. You also did stand up. What in the what? And having stalked you on Insta, I know that you also have a particular set of skills in the kitchen, from making your vegan chocolate. Do you do Japanese cooking a lot? Because you have what's that pot, the clay pot called? A donabe?
Yes, it's called a donabe that I got really into in quarantine. And there's my chocolate.
That's your chocolate.
Really into cooking. That is my chocolate. That is a little chocolate bar that's got a pistachio, and I have a little dehydrated orange on there, and it's got some reishi mushroom, which is a antioxidant that fights against, it boosts your immunity. So I started to make this chocolate during COVID to make sure I didn't get COVID. So
listen, we'll have what you're having, whatever it is, the immunity boosting, whatever. I'm gonna look forward to seeing you on the Food Network with your own show, with your Japanese inspired
oh, you're so
cooking.
sweet.
I'm just saying, because if you need a tester, I will be there.
Oh,
for
I want you to come over. Yeah, I've got really into cooking these Japanese clay pots. They're called donabis. I was living in a suburb of LA that's very Asian. My local grocery store was Tokyo Central, and I started cooking these Japanese one-pot meals, and it was they were so delicious.
I
yeah,
saw,
you can check them out on Insta.
I know, I'll come over because I saw that your mushroom aisle is better than mine, and I agree.
Oh.
Just so you know. I'm just saying. But for now, before I see you on the Food Network, before I stalk you in your neighborhood, everyone, go check her out. Her film, One Moment, is now available on video on demand and streaming on Apple TV Plus and Prime Video. Adria, such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon.
So nice to meet you. Thank you for having me. Thanks for plugging the movie.
Anytime, anytime. I'm here for you. And everyone at home, we will be here for you right after the break.